Hi, good day to you, Taurus. Today is the 25th of September. So welcome to your reading with Meenakshi Tarot. I'm just going to draw out 3 runes here for you guys. My eyes are closed. Okay. So, we are looking at choices here for you, Taurus. So, going through a stage where there is choices in your life, choices that you have to make about certain things, and also decisions about which is the way forward for some of you. Some of you might also be thinking that you need to think about the future. Some of you may be also thinking about where you need to create some creativity for yourself, some vision for the future, for what it is that you want. Where is it that you need to be? What is it that you need to do? So you need to focus on this energy of creation for yourself. It's important that you realize that this is an important phase of life for you. You need to be able to flow with your intuition, allowing your emotions to flow, but also allowing some sort of renewal to happen. It's important that you face your fears in your situation, that you realize what is important, what is a true act for you, what is just a waste of your time, but also realizing the need for cooperation. It's very important that you realize that you have this need for cooperation in your life, that you allow things to happen for you, that you allow there to be this growth and this change for yourself, and allowing yourself to realize that as much as you want to be an individual in your situation, that cooperation is very important. All this slipped out, and I'm gonna, okay, let's put it down here. 4 of Swords reversed, and you've got the Ace of Swords reversed. So let's see, what does the tarot have to say for you in your situation? So an interesting start here, interesting things going on here for you, Taurus. So if the reading's not resonating with you, Taurus, kindly look at your moon, your Venus, and your rising. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, King of Swords, Nine of Cups, the Star, Aquarius energy, 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, the Chariot, Cancer energy. And that's very important that you realize your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and what is a wish fulfillment and what is an actual truth that you are seeking in your situations. It's important that you understand this. I see that some of you could very well be going through a stage where you're feeling as though you are not getting the rest that you need. It could also be very much a case of you realizing that you need to have this awakening for yourself. You need to get back into the world, so to say. You need to realize that whatever isolation you have put yourself in, it's actually caused you a certain level of restlessness, a certain level of boredom, and in some cases a lot of confusion, and there has been this miscommunication and hostility with regards to your situations. It's almost as though you've allowed the worst of yourself to come out within your situations. Some of you, this Pentacles energy could be yourself, Taurus, or could be a fellow Capricorn, Virgo, or somebody with this in their chart, or just a reflection of your own energy. But you need to be very mindful that some of you are going through a stage of being very insecure, very materialistic. Maybe you see somebody like this, or maybe it's a case of you going towards this way of this insecurity that you've been carrying has just been making you feel very materialistic. Maybe you see this person as a gold digger, as somebody who's very self-obsessed. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who you, to a certain extent, you may feel that they are envious of others, or you yourself might be feeling envious of them or their situations. But you've also got this lovely King of Pentacles, King of Swords energy, which could denote a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person. It's energy, neither male nor female. So looking at this energy of somebody, you dealing with somebody who's a very person who's, I would say, has this very high moral conduct about themselves, this integrity about themselves, this seriousness about life. You know, they have these very high standards about how things are supposed to be. And you could be dealing with somebody like this. It's like you see them in one way, but they could just be like somebody else and not really the way that you are seeing them. Hence this attitude of envy and not wanting to be a part of things. It could be somebody that you don't want to be a part of, somebody that you don't want to be in a relationship with. You're finding them a very difficult person to be with. But we see that there is a lot of sort of like wishes coming true for you in this reading, a lot of contentment as well. There's a lot of success in your life. There's a lot of recognition that you're having a lot of enjoyment, where there's a lot of pleasure that is coming through towards you as well. However, you are seeing this energy of, inspiration, of hope. You could be having a very joyful time with this Aquarius person, or if not this Aquarius person, it's just that you are feeling as though you have this energy of renewal. You need to have this rejuvenation, this healing that needs to happen within you, within your situations, within your relationships. Definitely some of you might be in a toxic situation with somebody, and there's this realization that you need to bring some healing to the situation. It's important. But you are also, either yourself or this person, there's a bit of a trickery about them. Could be maybe you feel they're always scheming or they're always strategizing, especially when it comes to financials. Or you yourself could be somebody who is always being very cunning in your situation. You might be lying about things when it comes to your person. You might be wanting to get out of situations. But we see that you need to be very mindful that there's also a lot of generosity in this relationship. There's a lot of trust in this relationship as well. There's a lot of support. It's almost like a sharing and a giving relationship. Could be maybe not financially always. There could be a situation of time, effort. There could be company. There's a lot of this energy here. But we also see you could also very well have a Cancer person in your space as well. But if it's not a Cancer person in your space, you could also be wanting to move forward with your life, wanting to move forward with your situations, and feeling that you have this need where you need to have the success. There could be this ambition that's growing within you. You could be feeling as though you have the determination and the self-discipline to refocus your energy and to be the best version of yourself, so to say, as you need to be. Very interesting reading here for you, Taurus. I'm saying this is a very interesting reading because I get the feeling here that this is already an established relationship. This is somebody that's in a relationship where there has been a lot of conflict. It could be a relationship where there is somebody who is financially dependent upon you and you're finding them a bit of a nuisance, a bit of a burden in certain instances. But there has been a lot of frustration from yourself and anger towards having to take care of this person, this person that you are seeing as a burden, as a financial burden, that you can't be the best version of yourself. But anyway, let's draw some more cards here, Taurus, and see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, some more cards for Taurus. Okay, nothing's falling out, Taurus. Let's help the cards along. Okay, you've got the Four of Swords and the Four of Swords, and this time the Four of Swords is upright. You've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Judgment, High Priestess, Queen of Swords. And this is again air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You've got the Knight of Cups. You've got the Four of Pentacles, and you've got the Knight of Pentacles. You know, it's quite amazing that you've got the Four of Swords on the Four of Swords, and this time this Four of Swords is upright. So it's very much a case of us looking at what is exactly going on with you, that on one level you feel so betrayed in this relationship, in this situation. You feel so like it just, it's like you're exhausted, but at the same time, you know that you are somebody who's creating some situation for yourself, because you know you do have the peace, you do have the security, you have the opportunity to recuperate yourself. It's almost as though with this being what it is, you know, it's like you need this awakening, but you know you have this time, you have this opportunity to create this situation, to create this peace for yourself. You could be at conflict with your inner self. Maybe you are in a relationship that you don't want to be in, and you are feeling as though, you know, you've just got this run of bad luck, you know, and you can't seem to control what's going on. You're feeling as though you would like to control the situation, but you also don't want changes. You are not open to change. You're not open to doing things differently. And because of this, you are causing yourself a lot of burdens. You're causing yourself a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of stress on you at the moment. You're going through stages of feeling very burnt out by everything. You just as though this is way too much that is expected of you. And and the reason that this is, you need to take a moment, Taurus, to really stop. You need to self-evaluate. You need to take this moment to really renew yourself. You really need to find what is your true purpose. You need to take a moment of self-reflection. You need to take this moment of reckoning for yourself, realizing, you know what, I need to make some changes and I need to do this for myself. You need to really connect with yourself, with your unconscious intuition. You need to allow maybe your spiritual self to evolve. Maybe you need to also listen to your higher power, get into like onto the same wavelength as your inner voice, and not always want to take the easy road out, but realize that, you know, this Queen of Swords energy, this energy is coming up here again and saying to me that you need to allow yourself to rise up from whatever's going on. You need to rise up from your situations, from your problems. You need to allow yourself to be very honest about what's going on. You need to be very principled about yourself and your situations. You need to be open to constructive criticism. You need to be very objective. This is an energy of needing to be very objective with where you are going. You know, some of you might be even facing a love situation. This could be some kind of a love situation that you need to be very honest with yourself and not be very idealistic about what is going on in this love situation. You need to realize that gracefulness and tact is important, that you need to be very diplomatic in how you are handling, how you are presenting yourself in your situations. And you need to also be aware that compassion is very important. You cannot allow yourself to be in the situation where you are lacking compassion. Some of you could be in a situation where you are feeling very possessive, where you are holding on very tightly to a situation, almost with a stingy energy. You know, you could be wanting to be frugal about things, but you need to be very clear about your boundaries. You need to also know that you need to create the stability for yourself, but there's an energy of realizing that you cannot also be a hoarder when it comes to things. You need to be fair about what is going on in your situation. There has to be this fairness in your situation. You need to be very practical, because a lot of maybe people are reliant on you. So you need to be very strong in your situation. You need to be very steady, and you need to realize that you need to have a very hardworking, focused commitment to be patient and to allow the situation to evolve. So if you are in a relationship which you are finding a bit of a drain, maybe especially a financial drain, you need to reassess yourself in the situation. We see Eight of Cups has fallen out here. So let's see, what else do we see here in this reading here for you, Taurus? What else are we seeing here for Taurus? Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay. I'm going to hold on to this one here. Okay, let's put this here. Five of Swords. Let's see, what is this else that came out? King of Cups, the Hanged Man, Knight of Pentacles. Again, you've got the Hierophant, Three of Wands, And you have got Four of Swords again. So Four of Swords has come out 3 times in this reading. Knight of Pentacles has come out twice in this reading. So a lot of you wanting to walk away from something. You could be wanting to walk away from this relationship or the situationship that you find yourself in. Maybe this is really not where you want to be. It's almost as though you want to just let go of everything and you want to go in search of something better. Also, maybe leaving behind the situation that just just brings you a lot of unhappiness. You are really not happy in this situation. You're not happy in this relationship. And this is like a very stressful situation for you because of being so unhappy with this, being so unhappy, and you just want to let go. You just want to let go. You just want to move on. But for some reason, you have a lot of anxiety about the situation, a lot of fear as well. Some of you could be feeling as though you are reaching like a breaking point. You could be having nightmares about the situation. You could be in despair. Some of you could be feeling very isolated. You might have taken steps and, this relationship is just causing you a whole lot of drama. There's a lot of arguments. You might be feeling bullied, or you might be the one doing the bullying in this relationship, that there's a lot of conflict and hostility. And some of this hostility and conflict could be just noise that's in your head. You are creating this drama in your head about the situation. Because I'm seeing that you've got this King of Cups, this beautiful water energy here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be in your chart, could be somebody around you as well. But it's also calling to you to be very calm, very balanced between your head and your heart, allowing yourself to be in a state of wise energy, being somebody who can be there and give wise energy and not be somebody full of drama and tantrums. But in order for you to be able to do that, you need to realize that there are sacrifices that do need to be made, and that you need to realize that you need to have some direction and some perspective in your life, and you may need to contemplate what is the way forward for yourself, as opposed to being stubborn. Flexibility is important. You need to allow this flexibility to flow within yourself, allowing yourself to become somebody that can see both sides of the coin, so to say, and not be so focused just on yourself. It's important as well that you do realize that you need to be practical in how you are facing things. You need to be a very steady person. You've got the Knight of Pentacles twice, like I've said. And with this, you need to realize that you need to stay committed and patient in how you are focusing on things. Maybe some of you need to be more committed to your spiritual path, your spiritual life. Maybe you're not paying attention to that. Maybe that is where you need to find your strength, not looking at outside worldly things, but rather connecting on a deeper spiritual level, and maybe also looking at following traditions, and maybe joining social groups that are in line with who you are or how you need to improve. Not things that's going to make life easy for you, but rather things that are going to help you, that's going to give you a better education of yourself, and give you better knowledge, maybe this higher learning, and getting into a better belief system, and opening yourself up to this more, instead of having this conflict situation where you are very unhappy. And maybe by looking at your higher self, you can learn to accept a lot of the situations in your life. And you will have this momentum if you can get that connection with your spiritual self right. You can find yourself having a lot more confidence and a lot more foresight, and be able to look ahead of where it is that you need to be, having this momentum that you need. But also realizing, that there's a heartstring relationship here. And this Four of Swords, this is it's a very, I don't know if you can see the red heartstring here. This is like a soulmate. This is a deep connection relationship here. Some of you could be in this relationship with this person, and instead of you looking at it being a difficult relationship, rather see it as the peaceful sanctuary that it is. That this is some place where you can get your rejuvenation from, where you can recuperate, instead of, wanting conflict. And this is what you need. You need to realize, maybe changing your outlook with regards to this relationship that you're in, and realize that you did make the right choice, that this is a good place to be, and make amends and fix this relationship. Very intense, Taurus. Hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care and goodbye.